Welcome back to our channel. Today we're exploring the fascinating world of dopamine and its impact on our productivity and focus through the insightful book by Thibaut Meurisse. From understanding the role of dopamine in our daily lives to practical strategies for a dopamine detox, this video will guide you through reclaiming your focus and enhancing your productivity. Let's dive into the journey of overcoming procrastination and finding fulfillment in our tasks. Let's get started. To summarize the book in one sentence, you could say it's about understanding and managing dopamine's impact on our lives to overcome procrastination, enhance focus, and achieve greater productivity and fulfillment through strategies like dopamine detox. This book is geared toward individuals struggling with procrastination and chronic distractions. People who, despite having ambitious goals, find it hard to focus in a world awash with digital temptations. At its core, the text argues that overstimulation, largely driven by dopamine, keeps us trapped in cycles of seeking quick rewards instead of dedicating ourselves to meaningful, long-term tasks. Whether it's endlessly scrolling social media or jumping between notifications, the modern environment bombards us with triggers that siphon attention away from truly impactful work. Early on, the book explains how dopamine isn't merely about experiencing pleasure. It's about the drive to pursue things we believe will be rewarding. Historically, this biological mechanism was vital for survival. It nudged our ancestors to hunt, gather, and seek mates. Now, however, the same system is exploited by apps, social media platforms, and marketing algorithms. They know precisely how to keep us hooked. Constant alerts, streams of personalized content, and ever more sophisticated ways of tapping into the anticipation of a reward. While the occasional hit of stimulation may seem harmless, the cumulative effect can be devastating to productivity. We end up craving novel distractions, often finding it harder to sit with challenging but essential tasks. The book then highlights how procrastination is closely tied to these cycles of overstimulation. When we're constantly feeding our brains with dopamine spikes, be it through notifications, video streaming, or online shopping, we're tricked into believing we should always chase the next high. Consequently, the simple act of focusing on important tasks without immediate rewards becomes unpleasant. We lose momentum, set aside meaningful projects, and ultimately experience disappointment in our performance. The text underlines how this pattern erodes self-esteem and fosters a habit of avoidance. A central promise throughout the chapters is that by deliberately reducing unhelpful sources of stimulation, we can reclaim our focus and regain control over how we spend our time. The concept of a dopamine detox serves as the core solution. It involves temporarily cutting off or minimizing major sources of external stimulation, so the brain can reset to a lower baseline of dopamine. This book outlines 3 main variations of this detox: a 48-hour complete break from all external stimuli, including electronics and social media, a shorter 24-hour detox for those who can't fully commit to 2 days, and a partial detox that targets the most problematic distractions, perhaps social media alone or endless YouTube binges. By creating an environment devoid of constant novelty, the brain begins to see challenging tasks, like writing, reading, or learning, as relatively more appealing. Yet the book also recognizes that removing distractions is only half of the puzzle. A detailed chapter dives into 3 specific steps for executing a successful detox. First, clarify which activities you're allowed to do, cans, and which you need to avoid, can'ts. This might mean separating necessary online work from mindless browsing, or limiting phone checks to set times of the day. Second, it suggests building friction around any habit you want to quit, while reducing friction for habits you want to develop. For instance, you might delete certain apps from your phone or use browser extensions that block distracting websites. Meanwhile, make tools for beneficial activities, like a journal or a book, readily available and visible. The third step is to start each day with intention. Waking up and immediately having a plan, a morning routine, helps maintain that crucial momentum, giving you less chance to slip into time-wasting behaviors. Of course, detoxing from overstimulation can be challenging, and the book devotes an entire section to avoiding relapses. Awareness is everything. Rather than feeling ashamed or guilty if you slip and binge social media, the text argues for simply recognizing what happened and restarting your disciplined routine without self-condemnation. There's also the notion of setting contingency plans. For example, if you know you'll be tempted by your phone after dinner, schedule an alternative activity at that time, maybe reading, journaling, or a walk. By planning ahead, you reduce the likelihood of returning to old patterns. An equally important strategy is to cultivate what the author calls here and now neurotransmitters, brain chemicals like serotonin and oxytocin that foster a sense of calm and contentment in the present moment, rather than the restless anticipation stoked by dopamine. Meditation is frequently mentioned, not only as part of a detox, but as a long-term practice for centering the mind. Engaging in mindful hobbies, such as painting, playing an instrument, or simply taking walks in nature is also recommended. By directing energy into quieter, more fulfilling experiences, we lessen our appetite for the constant chase of new stimuli. Once a detox is in place and the risk of relapse is addressed, the book shifts to the importance of careful planning and focus. It suggests straightforward techniques for structuring daily tasks, such as writing them on paper to make priorities tangible. The premise is that consistency plus focus equals results. In other words, if you consistently direct your attention to tasks that truly matter, you'll eventually build significant momentum. Mornings are highlighted as prime time for accomplishing the day's most important job. Before external stimuli flood in, using that window for priority tasks can drastically boost productivity. Consistency is further bolstered by maintaining regular routines, waking, working, and winding down at about the same times each day. This regularity trains your brain to expect focused periods of work and rest without feeling the pull of constant novelty. Finally, the text distinguishes between excitement and fulfillment. Dopamine is heavily linked to excitement, the initial rush you get when anticipating a reward. However, true satisfaction comes from immersion in activities that offer deeper, longer-lasting value. Building a hobby, investing in meaningful relationships, or doing work that resonates with your personal values fosters a sense of fulfillment that quick digital hits can't replicate. The conclusion reinforces that by removing or reducing the noise, you create space to engage more fully in life's richer opportunities. A calmer mind can delve into tasks with greater intensity, leading not just to increased productivity, but also to greater overall well-being. The book closes with the reminder that taking control of your environment and mindset is key to a healthier, more productive life. One where you're no longer a victim of distractions, but rather the architect of your own focus and fulfillment. And there we have it, a deep dive into the world of dopamine, distractions, and the power of a dopamine detox to reclaim our focus and productivity. This journey through the chapters has shown us the evolutionary roots of our dopamine-driven behaviors, the modern challenges that hijack our attention, and practical strategies to overcome them. From understanding the molecule of more to implementing a successful dopamine detox and maintaining our focus in a world full of distractions, we've explored actionable steps to enhance our productivity and find deeper fulfillment in our daily lives. If you found value in this exploration, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What strategies resonated with you the most? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more content on personal development and productivity, and share it with anyone who might benefit from reclaiming their focus. Until next time, take care, and here's to a more focused and fulfilling life.